You've tuned into the brand new podcast for authorpreneurs, the Authorpreneur Lifestyle. I'm your host Sylvia Radkova, and today I just want to give you a quick introduction of myself and what this podcast will be about. Hello and welcome to the first episode of my new podcast. Thank you for joining me. Today I want to start with a little introduction of myself and this podcast. My name is Sylvia and I'm a Bulgarian writer currently working on my English debut novel. I've always wanted to be a writer, but 2 years ago was the moment when I decided that I have to follow my dream. I started writing and tried to write 2 sci-fi novels, but then I discovered that this is not my genre. I've always liked to read mysteries, crime and thriller books, so now I'm writing my first mystery novel. Soon after I decided to follow my dream, I discovered that being a writer is not just sitting in front of your computer and writing. If you want to be a successful writer, if you want to make your living as a writer, you have to do much more. So I decided to start writing in 2017, and soon after that I created an Instagram account and a blog. In 2018, I uploaded my first YouTube video, and later the same year, I decided to try myself in this podcasting thing. So I created the Sylvia's Writing Nook podcast. But due to the many other tasks I had, because I'm also a lawyer and a university lecturer, I uploaded only 4 episodes for the podcast. I started to be interested in the different ways a writer can make money even without a published book. And I discovered that today's writers are more like entrepreneurs. If I wanted to quit my other jobs and to devote myself only to writing, I had to start thinking like an entrepreneur. I had to become an authorpreneur. And this was the moment when I decided to transform my old podcast into something new, into a podcast not about writing, but a podcast about authorpreneurs. So, what to expect from this podcast? I want to share with you what I've learned and what I do to build my own dreamed life. Here, I will talk about everything connected with authorpreneurship, from building an author platform and brand, to creating social media presence, to marketing yourself as a writer and author, to finding ways to generate side income and more, including general writing advice. I want to include everything that will help you build a business around your passion, because I believe that if you're listening to me right now, writing is your passion. I believe you want to spend your life writing and make your living as a full-time writer. But maybe you need just a little encouragement, a little help, support and advice to start building your dream life. This is what this podcast will be about. I want to help, encourage and support you throughout your journey and your transformation from a writer to an authorpreneur. Some of the episodes will be short with focused topics so that you only need a few minutes to collect useful ideas, information, resources, motivation and inspiration and start building your dreamed life immediately. But I also want to give you the best content you deserve. So I plan in the near future to start inviting different guests who can share their knowledge with you. Every Monday morning you can expect a new episode, and if you don't want to miss anything, my advice is to subscribe to the podcast immediately. You can find it on Apple and Google Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and Stitcher. All the links will be listed in the description as well in the show notes on my website, sylviawritingnook.com. You can also find every episode on my YouTube channel. Just search for author Sylvia Radkova on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I hope we will have a great time together. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tune in next Monday for the very first episode where we will start discussing this authorpreneur thing. And until then, don't stop dreaming and have a wonderful, full of success week.